Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Marin and today I'm going to show you something that honestly surprised me. I've been running systematic tests on DCA across multiple currency pairs and the results have been incredible. I actually found several additional pairs that work really well with this strategy. So in the next few minutes I'm going to walk you through my entire testing process, show you the results and then demonstrate exactly how I set up this multi-currency system. Let's jump into the numbers. There's one EA that we've been trading at the Academy a lot and it shows pretty solid performance in most of our accounts. We have track records with live accounts, funded accounts and bigger funded accounts, and the performance is the same across all the accounts. DCA trades on the euro-dollar chart only. So I thought to myself, why not backtest DCA with different currency pairs and see if it will show a similar performance. So a few weeks ago I started a small demo account with DCA and you can see that I placed it on multiple currency pairs, and as you can see from the track records, actually it shows pretty solid performance. And if I go to the daily stats, you can see so far all the days are profitable here, and actually almost every day the combination is reaching 1% or more than 1%. We have just 2 days with less than 1% and yesterday also, and today we are at minus 0.1%, but most likely the account will recover and it will end up with a small profit here. But this is not important at the moment because what I want to show you is which is DCA. So if I go to filter, you can see under the comment that I have filtered the name of the EA and this is the sharpshooter. You have seen it in many of our videos, but I'm sure that you have never seen it in a combination like this. So the symbols I'm trading the sharpshooter, you can see them here. And if I go to the trading platform, you can see really a lot of symbols here and a lot of charts. I had some charts here with the happy EAs because initially I started this demo account with the happy EAs, but they don't affect the track record at all because they made just a few small profits. And again, as you can see, I have filtered here only the performance of the sharpshooter. You can see what is the balance line, and you can see here also the floating profit and loss for the period. Since the 16th of May, it's 2 weeks, and we have one time when this combination almost reached minus 2%, which is pretty solid, knowing that this is not the main asset this EA should be traded. So after seeing the solid performance for the last 2 weeks, I decided that this is a good chance to test this combination in a funded account. Now for this entire setup, I chose Darwin X0 as my platform, and here's why this was crucial for my strategy. First, they allow full EA trading with no restrictions. Second, there are no drawdown limitations that could interfere with my testing. And most importantly, if you develop a solid strategy like I'm trying with this one, Darwin X can allocate significant capital to your trades in the long term. By the way, we have a detailed review of the Darwin X0 platform that you can check out. So let me now show you the test I did, and then we'll set up the account with you together. So what I did first, I went to the market watch here, went to the symbols and clicked on Forex, and then I clicked on show symbols to add all the Forex symbols in the market watch. This was important because I wanted to test this EA across many symbols. So here you can see I have chosen the sharpshooter EA individual version because it is the version that can be traded on different assets and time frames. Then I choose the backtest period. You can see it's the last 5 years. I know DCA trades on the M15 chart. This you can see from the guide. Then I put some random delay. The backtesting model is everything, and here is the important thing. I choose the optimization to be all symbols selected in the market watch. This way I was able to run this backtest for the last 5 years. You can see that actually we made 42 tests because these are the Forex currency pairs available in the market watch with Darwin X, and from here I found a few pairs. We know that euro dollar is the benchmark for this EA, but I found few other additional pairs like the pound dollar, which performs pretty solid. You can see how much is the profit with even more trades than the benchmark. Also the profit factor, the payoff, the drawdown is a little bit bigger, but that's not a huge issue for Darwin X. This is another reason why I chose this platform. We have here the US dollar against the Singapore dollar. I decided not to trade this one because this is a bit of exotic pair and you don't know what will happen actually. You don't know with any pair what will happen, but here the chances of movements against us are bigger. And finally we have the Australian and New Zealand dollar where we have a lower profit with almost the same number of trades, but still the drawdown is reasonable. And finally we have the New Zealand Swiss franc. You can see the backtest and the drawdown result here. So this way I picked a few pairs that I decided it will be worth backtesting. So we have the euro dollar, the pound dollar, we have the Australian New Zealand dollar, and New Zealand Swiss franc. So after testing for the last 5 years, I started backtesting one by one the individual assets. So I had the benchmark, which is the euro dollar. I know how the EA performs on this asset. So I decided to move forward with the pound dollar. You can see here on the overview, I have the pound dollar backtested, but I will run the backtest again right now. For the last 5 years, we have the EA selected, and I will click on the start button. It will take a few minutes for the backtest to complete. So the backtest is ready. You can see the performance. You can see that the account was going very steadily upwards. Then there were a few drawdowns here around the 2022 and 2023, the beginning here. But eventually, since the end of 2022, the account is going up. So this is pretty solid. There might be few more drawdowns like this in the future, but this is completely fine with DarwinX and their risk engine, as most likely it will close the positions earlier. And if not, eventually the account will recover, as you can see from the balance line here. So let's move to the account that I'm going to set up right now. I'm here on the DarwinX platform, and the first thing to do is actually to remove the default charts which we have here, and then I'll add the charts that I'm going to trade. As I said, we have the euro dollar here, add that one, and it will be on the M15 time frame. Then I will add the pound dollar here, it will be again on the M15 time frame. The other one was the Australian New Zealand dollar, here it is on the M15 time frame. And finally we have the New Zealand Swiss, which is here. I will make my windows tiled so I can see them more clearly, and here I will hide all unused symbols because I want to save some RAM on my computer. So the next thing is I'm going to two options, and I'm going to enable the Algo trading here. I remove these checks here, allow DLL imports and allow web requests, because I have set up the MyFX boot track record later. Something new I'm doing lately, I disable the notification events because I don't want these sounds to bother me. I have already placed the individual version of the Sharpshooter EA here in the folder. This is very important because the bundled Powerhouse EA, where you can place the EA and choose from the drop down the Sharpshooter strategy, it will always trade on the euro dollar. So you need to use the individual version of this EA if you want to replicate this experiment. Now I will copy my license key. Now let's place the EAs on the chart. First I will start with the euro dollar. I will load the set files for this EA. So by default, the vendor suggests to use the low risk settings for accounts above 12k, but I've been trading the Sharpshooter EA on euro dollar and I've seen what it is capable of doing, so I am completely okay to use the high risk settings. But guys, this is not a recommendation or financial advice. Make your own testing and trust your own testing. So now I will put the license key here. Let me quickly scroll through the settings. And you can see that the max loss is 35%, but as I said, through our testing, we saw that this EA is never going above the minus 10% on our accounts, even never going minus 5, so I'm completely fine with the high risk here for this euro dollar asset. We can see the magic number is 5 here, and now for the next asset, which will be the pound dollar, I will attach the other EA on the chart here. It's actually the same EA, but I will attach it on a different chart. This time I will use the low risk settings, because this is an asset which is not intended to be traded with the EA. Placing the serial again, and something very important before I click the OK button, this is the magic number. If I keep it as it is, we will have the same magic number from this currency pair with the euro dollar, and this will be an issue for the robot. So what I do, actually I change all the other magic numbers. I will go to my demo account where I've been testing the different EAs, and I will check if I have the dollar pound actually here, and I'll go to the symbol, and what I will do here, I will use the same magic number which I used here, which is 52. I'm doing this because at some point in the future I want to have the full track record here of this strategy on this asset. So this way I will have the similar magic number for the similar asset across different platforms. And there we have it. You can see that the starting quote here is 0.08 and with the high risk is 0.3. So I will continue with the Australian New Zealand dollar. Let's drag and drop it to the chart here again. Inputs, load the set files. We're loading the low risk set files. I will place the license key, and finally to set the magic number, let me go back to my demo account, and if I look for the Australian New Zealand dollar, I see that I don't have this asset traded, so I'll just clear the symbol, and I can see that the last magic number I've been using is 61, so I'll use 62 this time, because as I said, I want to have some diversity and to know what I'm trading. So this one will be 62. Let's check for the final New Zealand Swiss if I have traded this one as well. We don't have it either, so this will be the next magic number, which will be 63. So attach the EA to the chart, go to the inputs, load the set file with the low risk disk settings, paste the license key, and then change the magic number to 63. And that's it, guys. We have the account set up and we are waiting for the first trades. So there you have it, one solid EA strategy now running across several different currency pairs. The key takeaway here is systematic testing. Don't just assume your EA only works on one pair. Take the time to backtest and find the winners. I'll be monitoring this multi-pair setup over the coming weeks, so if you want to see the long-term results, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And let me know in the comments, have you ever tested your EA on multiple pairs? I'd love to hear your results. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.